Ourselves a steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 16-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kenneth Gainwell, his intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Washington defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season...
Now Brown only lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's Howell to throw on second down. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Schwartz, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Throwing here, Howell. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, Schwartz. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2nd down and 8. Howell from the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Caught, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Howell throwing on first down here. Now he's flushed out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Howell. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run on first down. It's Schwartz. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 13 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First down, Howell to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Schwartz. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Eagles 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Complete to Zaccheaus. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Oh, and that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind.
Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Howell going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play.
Now a handoff up the middle. Swartz, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Here's Hurts to throw.
21-yard line.
And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Howell will throw it. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he gets it down to the 32. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, Howell. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 31, Eagles 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 28-yard gain.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st down, Washington.
Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, let's go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
If this this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Throwing is Hurts.
at the 12-yard line.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a cut. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Flushed out. Oh, Howe loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Howe throwing on third down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in